That's right. You read the title correctly. I am engaged to be wed.
Yeah.
And the Coop family is here.
Yeah, they are.
Everyone was in town this weekend to help on the Promise House, and you could see the triplets are clearly hard at work. And the Coops were like, "Is there a camera on? Yeah, we'll come in. Yeah. No, we'll take a break." So,
how's stuff coming? I mean, it looks good. How's it started? How's it going? Did it take a while to get going?
Even in the middle of the engagement party last night, my dad started ripping up the floor. He couldn't help himself.
Yeah, they're both named Steve. Both Steves all of a sudden just start ripping stuff, and I'm like, yeah, if just true sign of a dad right there. Just like can't help it. Yeah, you gotta. They just wanted to see what was underneath.
We'll get into the proposal more later, but yeah, speaking of in a very dad way. I had all of Rachel's family write her letters during the proposal last night, and Steve Coop wrote it on an envelope, which is great. She feels like the most father thing ever.
Absolutely. Yeah. Did you write it on an envelope because you were being intentional or because you're like, crap, I got to write that letter?
That time it was intentional.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it really was?
I usually write stuff on.
I love it. Yeah.
My dad's big on envelopes and foam cups from Get and Go. You ever write on cups?
he's like reading it. Rachel, you are the best daughter ever. Like going down. Let's dissect this real fast. Let's talk about the envelope. What kind of envelope are we talking here, Steve?
It was the full business type.
And was it a fresh envelope or was it
fresh? Yeah, and it's the kind you don't have to lick.
Oh. And did you write only on the outside of the envelope, or did you kind of go outside into inside? Okay, yeah.
Front back business envelope.
Yeah, front back. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I love it.
Anyway, the house stuff has been great. I know at one point this morning, people were pretty excited about decorking. Everyone was pretty optimistic. And then at another point, I heard my dad say, "Do you think Rachel will notice if they don't have a dishwasher?" So I don't think it started to go well pretty early on. But anyway, let's get into how last night went.
Baby.
I have some trivia questions for anyone, the audience, Brad, everyone else to participate in.
Love it.
How many times leading up to the proposal did I practice kneeling down and opening up the ring box? Okay. Is it 0? Is it 1? Or is it more than 5? Any thoughts? Oh, I did tell you.
I like the idea of it being more than 5. And I like them being like a quick, superset, 5 in a row.
Just quick,
boom, 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 boom.
Like a hit workout.
Yeah.
Interval training.
Yeah. Not oh, I don't know if I did that very well. Let me do it again. No, it was all 5.
I'm getting reps. I know how I want to do it. I just need reps.
My guess, I want to say 5 because I like that, but I think it's 0 because I think you're just I've been down on a knee before.
The correct answer. Any other thoughts?
More than 5.
More than 5?
Yeah.
Okay. The correct answer was 1.
Okay.
I did it once in my bathroom 2 nights ago, and I did it, and I was like, I think I got it. You're right. I have been on a knee before.
Out loud, did you say it?
No.
Okay.
That would have been weird.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. It's like one of those. I asked you this yesterday. I was like, have you practiced this? Have you done anything like this? Yeah, because I'm always so curious. I don't remember what I did. Do you guys remember? Tom? Yeah. No, Tim. Sorry,
Tim.
crap. Why'd you guys do that to me? Sorry. Gosh, I'm embarrassed by
the
this.
mistake that my parents keep wanting to make is that Tim goes by Tim, but Tom kind of goes by Tommy.
Yeah.
And so my parents keep calling Tim Timmy. And that just sounds way worse. I was like, you got to stop calling him
Tommy.
Timmy.
Just sounds like the younger sibling because of Tommy Boy, I think of.
Okay.
So that's why. I'm sorry, Tim. Gosh, I will never do it again. I won't. Gosh, okay.
When Gunnar first met Tim, he had heard that Tim had been on a college visit, which was for law school. Uh-huh. And so Gunnar said, "How's high school going?"
Senior in college. Yeah, dude. So what year are you thinking about pledging a frat or what?
So all my friends are just one by one trying to slowly disrespect him. So thanks for adding to the list.
Tim. Gosh, I really do value knowing people's names. And so
you're very good at it most of the time.
Most of the time. So, anyway.
That was one. Yeah, I practiced kneeling once. Second question: who did I see? This one's for the audience. Everyone else knows about this. Who did I see in public 90 minutes before proposing? Patrick Mahomes, Brad's dad, Rachel herself, or Casey Wolf? who's the Chiefs
What's
mascot.
up, Casey Wolf?
Hey, Casey Wolf, guess what I'm about to... No, the correct answer was Brad's dad. It was at 3:30 p.m. I pulled into Walgreens, and we parked at the same time, or like, I feel like our cars like went like tiny bit in reverse at the same time. We were so in sync, and we got out of the car. He was wearing a Ghostrunners t-shirt, and I was just like, what are you doing here? And he was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm proposing tonight. I'm coming to get a card to write Rachel a letter. Yeah. And he was like, oh, that's pretty neat.
I just write mine on envelopes. You know?
Here, take a foam cup from my car. But that was pretty fun. And he was like, let's get a selfie.
Yep.
And so we took one in the parking lot. And while the camera was forward facing to us, it was also directly facing a woman still sitting in her car. So I felt a little uncomfortable with that. But we took a selfie and he was like, this is pretty cool. I got to tell everybody that I saw you on your way to propose. And I was like, you're going to tell them later though, right?
Yeah, be specific about how and when you're telling people.
You're going to tell everyone. That's going to be later on.
Yeah, my dad will send me, like, finds the most random connections, like, you know, because he used to work for a college. And so he would meet people that I knew from high school that were like either going back to college or like were in college at the same time as me. He's like, Brad, look who I ran into today. And it's always like, oh yeah, Noah Ramirez. I played like JV football with him for like a semester one time. And so I saw Ramirez. Like, you know, a quick like, notification like, Brad, look who I just saw at Walgreens. And I'm like, I'll look at that later. And then I looked at it. I was like, that's Jake. Like, what's Jake doing at Walgreens like hours before he's supposed to propose? And I was like, well, did he tell you what was going on? He's like, yeah. Did you know about this? You know, I was like, of course I knew, Dad. Like,
what'd you say last night? You're like, of course I knew. I bought the ring.
Yeah.
It's my ring.
I paid for the ring. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So what a wild time. So
yeah, it was fun. I was running a little behind. I got like a phone call, like a pretty important phone call at 3 about work. And I was like, I guess I could tell him I have a lot going on today, but this is kind of fun too. It was about like a Mood Swings apparel sponsor.
Okay.
It's kind of fun.
There you go.
In quotes, Joe said, I've never seen anything like this. Y'all are the hottest thing in golf right now.
I've always said that about
I think
you.
it's because I stopped eating sugar. I think he means physically.
Literally.
Yeah, he's like,
physically
your jawline.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have one more trivia question and then we can get into the story. Where was the ring in its box when driving to the park with Rachel? All right. In my back pocket, in the glove box, in the middle compartment, or underneath my seat?
Let's hope. Glove box is a risky move.
Do you know the answer to this one?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. I think I might know. It's not glove box, is it?
Okay. So you're counting out glove box.
I am.
I'm going to let them choose too.
Jake's
so I'm not
smart enough to not do the glove box.
Thank you for believing in me.
Yeah.
But who knows what the right answer is? Any other thoughts? Have I told any of you guys this? I told Rachel. Yeah.
I would have done under the seat probably.
You would have gone under the seat? Yeah.
Under the seat.
Okay.
I'll go pocket.
Tim's going pocket.
Tom's going pocket. Okay. I know it's Tim. Good answer, Tom.
Thanks, Jim.
Tom's out like actually working right now. Like, why are they keep talking about
You
me?
say my name a lot.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brad?
I thought middle console is my guess.
Middle console.
Yeah.
That was the plan going into it, but Timmy is correct. It is in the back pocket.
Smart.
Tim gets me. I mean, I almost wore that exact same sweatshirt. We're synced up.
Cornelius Seed
most
guy.
of the time. They make good seed.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about Cornelius Seed?
Oh, the merchandise.
Yeah.
The sweatshirts. Yeah.
C-Seed.
Great crew.
Planet
Gildan.
Profit. I like that. That's a good Planet Profit.
Planet Profit. Anyway,
So, was
correct
that
answer was
uncomfortable?
in the back pocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I couldn't risk like the transfer of like middle pocket to back.
Yes.
Or sorry, middle compartment to back.
Rachel's
pocket.
like, what are you getting out of there, bud?
Yeah, or I would have had to like distract her, like, whoa, look at that tree. And then like boom, boom.
Oh, look at that crazy tree over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so on the way to Rachel, I had it in my back pocket and kind of like was side sounding and see. I was like, I can do this for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. It's less risk. I made
Did you
sure
feel
to wear.
like he was sitting a little funny? I'm sure you didn't notice any of this stuff.
We had a pretty normal drive over. I made sure to wear even like a nice little like jacket thing that goes low enough on my
I did like that.
rear that
Yep.
you wouldn't be able to tell there's this huge ring box coming out the back of it. So
Love it. Okay, so
Um,
let's talk about the details of the day.
okay. Yeah, I was kind of jealous of Rachel all day because I am just nervous as all get out. It's so emotional. I cried a good amount yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, how? What?
Just
Tell me
different
more.
times, thinking about it, praying about it,
Yeah?
writing the letter on my phone,
Really?
writing the letter in ink,
Yeah.
rereading the letter to myself to make sure I didn't screw anything up.
Wow.
Eventually reading the letter to Rachel.
Sure.
A lot of opportunities.
Really? You cried? That's great. I think it's awesome that you cried by yourself. That's awesome. Yeah. I would cry. Like I did cry, like speaking to Catherine at the day, but I don't remember like crying. I mean, you were really feeling it.
I like to like kind of spread out my emotions a little bit.
Love
You're
it.
kind of all at once. And I was
Yeah.
like, let's do some at
Deep,
9
yeah.
and some at noon, you
Love
know,
it.
like it was
Wow.
a pill or something.
So I saw you yesterday, like multiple times in between your cries.
Yeah.
And you didn't tell me, like, hey man, I've been crying. Like I think that needs to be like the first thing we talk about. Like, hey bro, how you doing? Good. I cried.
I've been crying a little bit
Yeah.
though. It's been kind of weird. But yeah, all day I just felt all these emotions and I was so nervous. And I was like, Rachel's got it so good. She's going to school. Just gets
Crazy
to
hair.
join Crazy
Yeah.
Hair Day.
Tell it. Did you do a little crazy hair?
I did space buns.
What? Oh, those things. Like
Kind of
Princess Leia.
Miley buns.
So not too crazy.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
there was blue blue. Gosh, I can't talk.
There's blue spray paint that you could use. A lot of the kids were using, or like hair paint, not spray paint. And none of the teachers, other than maybe 2 of them, did that. And if more of them would have done it, I definitely would have. God, these kids need to like me.
Just a reminder,
Yeah, I'm a
Rachel's a
sub.
substitute teacher.
And I walked in, and no teachers even had crazy hair other than the bottle in the hair girl.
Yes. Yeah.
That was it.
Did I tell you? Like,
I was
Yeah.
like, Brad mentioned that.
I was like, that's got to. I want Rachel to have proposal pictures with the bottle in the hair so badly. I think that would be.
Rachel was kind of like Pam when she goes to a different branch and realizes that none of them dress up for Halloween. Like she showed up and was like, okay, so
Yeah.
the teachers don't do Crazy Hair Day. All right.
Which is sad. It's an elementary.
Yeah.
High school teachers, I would expect not to.
Elementary. You have
Elementary
permission.
teachers, you have to.
Yeah.
How long are you subbing for these people?
I did this whole week. No, I'm done. So
Okay.
at least Friday was my last day, and I knew people.
Yeah. Wow. That's okay.
But yeah, Rachel had a
Dodged
full
a
day of
bullet on that
school.
one.
I still had fun. I'd be bopping around. I had plenty of errands to run. I was getting groceries, whatever. And then, people were like, have a nice day. I was like, you bet I will.
Oh.
I kind of look them in the eyes
Oh.
like, I will.
I'm gonna cry at least 6 more times today. Yeah.
It was kind of fun. I feel like I walked a little different
Yeah,
yesterday. I was like, have a nice day. I
absolutely.
will.
Oh, you bet I will.
I will.
Uh-huh.
I will, sir. Anyway, Rachel, how was the night? You want to tell everyone what happened?
Okay? It was a great night. It was a perfect night. I was so happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have any inkling, any feelings?
No, I just knew it would probably happen sometime in the next few months.
Yeah.
Rachel said before Christmas is what you were
I
thinking.
figured.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it would happen this weekend because my parents and Tim, maybe you too, were supposed to be at a wedding
Okay.
Friday night. And they were going to come down either late Friday night or Saturday morning today. And then I was like, we're going to look like this the whole weekend. So I don't think it's going to happen this weekend, which would have been fine if it did, looking weird. But so I didn't really think it would.
Rachel says that she literally has one sock on right now.
Yes, I stepped in paint in that one.
Okay. I was very curious. I noticed it earlier and I was like, Rachel only has one sock on.
I was like, she's like a 4-year-old kid.
It doesn't bother me. I guess I should put another sock on in case I step in paint in my foot. You can wash it off.
I don't know. You do. Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, so you did not.
I didn't think it was going to happen, no.
Love it.
I did get my nails done with my friends this week, but
Did you notice that the blue tape was gone on the floor whenever you came?
no.
She didn't.
Good.
Yeah,
That was one of the things that we were really concerned about. Take it off the
I
tape.
should have just had Catherine do it.
Yeah.
That was the one. Yeah.
Jake was like, I don't know, man. She's gonna think like the tape's gone. I cleaned up too much for you.
I did think it looked really neat in there, but I couldn't figure out why does it look so
I want it
neat.
to look really good before we paint. I want it to
Our
look really
family's
nice.
coming over. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I told Rachel we were going to dinner with my family, and I had all these like different lies in my head. Like, okay, if she asks this, I'll say this, and we get the whole drive to Meadowbrook. She didn't ask a single question, so I was like, great.
So we went on a walk, and you read your very, very nice letter to me, and then
right then?
Teared up a little bit, but I had a plan to execute. You know,
Did you when he teared up? Were you like, it's on, or is it like?
I think Rachel teared up first. She was already feeling a little emotional.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a pretty good letter.
Yeah. Can you read it real quick?
Yeah, let me find it.
Yeah.
no, I was just like, I think this might just be nice because I thought maybe you actually did feel bad about not going on the walk last week because I was so looking forward to it.
All part of the plan.
It was. You never want to go on a walk. And you asked me to do it. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
You could be freezing and I'll go on a walk.
Love
So then we walked past a tree and these two popped around the tree.
Say who they are.
These two,
Podcast.
Mom, Angie, Dad, Steve, Facebook group participant.
Oh, let's talk.
Yeah, take a little detour for that.
Local influencer Steve Coop, former teacher, current farmer, current influencer.
Yeah. Ghostrunners Facebook group loves them.
Yeah, posted twice within 30 seconds on the Ghostrunners Facebook group. Steve, how does it feel? You got over 100 likes. How you
It
doing?
was really good. Rachel thought I might get 40. And one time I just sent to her 172.
He knew exactly. That's like Scott, like with his followers. Like, I'm currently at 313.
Yeah, good, Scott.
172, baby. Yeah. What was the caption exactly?
Just
Something-
Rachel Coop's dad. I like harvest season, football on the radio, and then the donuts.
Donuts.
But there was one that just was the video.
I didn't realize it was so short. So I put another one on.
I love it. I think we need to get a weekly, Steve Coop video out in the field.
Only if Angie will.
Yeah. Yeah, Angie will start being there with you. Anyway, so yeah, they came.
They came around the tree, and I was like, "Oh, surprise!" But that's sort of normal for us to surprise each other by like showing up to an event early.
Rachel's favorite kind of surprises are human surprises. So I tried to incorporate a lot of those in the proposal.
A
Gotcha.
ton of them, thank you. So I was like, "Oh, they're just coming early," and they surprised me because I do that all the time when I go home. Like, I don't tell him that I'm going to be there until 10, but then I get there at like 6. So then he's excited to see me.
Nice.
So I didn't think much of it. And then Jake walked to the right and we walked to the left. And then they had tears in their eyes. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're about to tell me something bad. And Jake's not going to be, he didn't want to be there.
I'm not there for the cancer talk.
Yeah, Jake's not. I mean, I'm not engaged to her yet. I'm not gonna be there for that intimate moment.
Yeah, Rachel legitimately thought, and the last words I heard was Rachel talking. She's like, "What's going on?" Like, I think Rachel got a little. Just tell me who's got it. What stage are we on?
Whoa, yeah.
She legitimately thought.
I was nervous.
So the part where I thought Rachel was like, "Oh, okay, this is happening," was the part where Rachel was like, "This is gonna be the worst day of my life."
Because they would know that I don't like to receive terrible news. Nobody does. But I don't know. That I know that they would try to make like it a happier place to tell me to make it a little bit less bad.
Every time you're in
Gosh,
Meadowbrook
my
Park,
parents are so great. Yeah. They were so cute with the way they delivered that awful, debilitating news.
stage 3, not so bad when you're in Meadowbrook.
Honestly.
The trees are nice. But anyway, so you go on a walk with them. They read you letters off envelopes.
Yeah. Letter off the envelope, letter from in the envelope.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good teamwork there.
Yeah.
And then
Consolidation.
we walked a little bit. Nuts.
Just gave some knocks on camera there.
And then my brother Tom, brother Tim, niece Lucy were around another corner, and then met up with them. And I got to hold Lucy for a little bit. And they wrote very nice letters.
Thank you.
Lucy ripped up one of the letters.
Yes, Lucy ripped up the letter while Tommy was reading his. So that was great.
That's awesome.
But Lucy was in a really warm, like fuzzy outfit, and it was keeping me warm because they had taken my jacket.
And the brothers were a surprise.
That was a great surprise. Yeah, I did not expect them to be there because they had the wedding, and Tommy has 100 things to do at his house this week. So. And there's an Iowa State game today, so I didn't think Tim would be coming.
Oh, yeah.
But they came, and they
Sacrificing.
wrote really, really nice letters, and it was so sweet.
Yeah.
And then they dropped me off at Jake. Tim took my purse, and then we walked over to this stone area by the lake.
Yeah.
Pond. And then Jake said more nice things and asked me to be his wife.
Oh.
And he's like, yeah, sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Can you imagine Bo just being like, sure. Sure.
If Hattie does, I will.
Yeah. Hattie gets married, I get married too, Dad. Wait, Miss Rachel not getting married to me? Like- That's great. So while they were doing their walks and letters, how briskly were you like getting to your spot?
I didn't need to walk briskly, but I kind of had it mapped out where I had a path away from everyone else where I could kind of take a little shortcut. And I just sat on a bench for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Waited for them.
Yeah.
And really tried to keep an eye on anyone else like getting in the way. There was like a fisherman who was like kind of easing his way that way. And there was this woman who I think had never been on a walk with a dog before in her life. She kept like going in circles. She kept looking at the sky and like she'd take 3 steps left, 4 steps right. And she was just like, eventually my sister Caitlin's fiance, Brayden, had to like shoo her off.
Yeah.
Because this dog had like an inflatable around his neck. It wasn't like a cone. It was like in case the dog is in the water and can't swim. I don't know what
big lake, pond. Whatever.
It was so weird. This woman, something might have been up. She might have had some stuff. I don't know, but she was kind of in the way, so she got shooed off, and everything truly went perfect and according to plan. I was so nervous all day, but then once 5:30 hit, like once we started the process, it was like the state championship game. It was like, all right, we had tip off.
Here we go.
Execute the game plan.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Heck yeah.
It went perfect, and Rachel thought all the surprises were done. We went out to dinner, and then we came back, and Catherine Ellis had planned a wonderful engagement party here, food, charcuterie, balloon arch, and we were just kind of at dinner. We're like, hey, let's just go back and see the house, drop off the vinyl flooring. Yeah. And then all the blinds were down, all the lights were off. I lead Rachel in, and all of our friends are here. Lights are on. Surprise.
Were you didn't see that coming?
No, I didn't.
No?
I actually was like, should we actually park on the street so the people with the flooring can back in
and
the garage and unload it? You're like, no, they'll be fine.
No, that was a dumb idea.
we were like, it was so, we were all tracking your location, and you were getting kind of close. Like, it's one of those things where, like, when you're trying to have a surprise, 1 mile away feels like you're, within earshot. Like, yeah, come on. Like you were by Hawaiian Bros, which is like probably 3 minutes at least. And it was like, we had all the lights turned off. Like people were like using their flashlights to like navigate around. And then we were like, oh, who's going to turn on the light to like, like when we say surprise, and Catherine's like, I'll do this one. And she like flips it on, and everyone like freaked out. Like, what are you doing? You just ruined it. What? You can't do that. And Catherine felt so bad, and I'm like, you were like, in reality, you were like, at least a quarter mile away. Like you were not that close, but it was so funny. Like imagining, anybody like Catherine, doing this like boneheaded thing. But yeah, it was.
And in the end,
fun.
I think we just flipped on the light, right? You're going in a dark house.
Yeah, maybe so.
We just flipped it on. Yeah, I think Rachel just flipped it on.
Yeah, that's right. So it was a lot of fun. The whole thing.
It was great. The night truly went perfect. Couldn't have done it without Catherine. Couldn't have done it without my sister Caitlin. She was kind of the point person, coordinated everything. It was great. Proposal did not end up happening at 5:58 as predicted.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, but we weren't too far behind schedule. Still golden hour. Great pictures.
Oh, I bet.
And it was awesome.
Good, dude.
The coops all came down. Just like they're here now. Look how supportive they are. They don't miss a thing.
Yeah.
They're like, we doing a proposal, I'm there. We doing a 30-minute podcast, I'm there.
Like Corey and Tom.
Good.
You guys, you two. No. Corey and Tom have a baby that's like Rosie's age. 10 days older than Rosie.
Fun.
And
Delaney's right there with them.
And Delaney Duckworth as well.
Going.
And yeah, like you guys like drove down here. Yeah, like just I think that's amazing. And like they like had the baby was like sleeping at the party, everyone was talking and stuff. Catherine literally at one point just goes, oh, bless her so much. Like seeing you like walk out, I think, with the baby at one point or something, so yeah, you guys are so supportive, all of you. So it's fun to see. And your family too,
They're great, but they're they care about it, that second coat of paint, I guess. So they're not gonna let that go by.
They're not coming in here, but yeah.
Fun night. Feels so good. I was so relieved when it was finally over. Like truly, after I proposed and I was hugging Rachel, I think I like collapsed. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have to plan anything else. Except it's Isaac's birthday in like 2 days, so I've been texting Gunnar a lot trying to plan that. But I don't think I need to plan, like no one needs to write anything in an envelope at Meadowbrook Park for Isaac. Maybe it's like a round of golf.
No, maybe just do the exact same thing. Like
I did text Gunnar that. I was like, it's already set. And the same people too. I want Tim and Tommy to write Isaac a letter for his birthday.
Hey man, I don't really know you very well, but like cool beard, I guess. I don't know.
Sorry about your hamstring.
Yeah.
Jake told me. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like probably 10 times, in this whole past month or two, you're like, I'm just so excited to be able to tell Rachel all the things I've been lying to her about.
Oh, it was so fun.
Yeah.
I got to tell her about the conversation with her dad, initially asking for permission and how fun that was.
Do you want to share any of that? I mean,
it was just fun. It was
there's details that can be personal or whatever, but
yeah, it was a really fun conversation. The part that I just found so funny was we get done, we leave the car, and Steve's like, oh, wait. So mum's the word? That's what he said. He goes, mum's the word, so I can't tell anyone? I was like, definitely tell your wife. I think it was my exact phrase. I was like, you can tell anyone you want. I was like, I trust you. I mean, don't tell Rachel, but tell whoever you want. But I just thought it was so funny that Steve was just prepared to go to his grave. Just never telling anyone.
I would have loved, that would have been pretty fun though. If Angie had no idea. Angie's like, why are we at this park, Steve? Who has cancer? Yeah.
Yeah. But
do you want to tell? Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot as far as personal stories go. So maybe you don't.
Just FYI, we got about 2 or 3 minutes before this camera shuts off.
Okay, Steve. You told me a fun story about you and Angie had a little bit of a bet going. Do you want to? Is it okay?
Well, I thought it would be a little while longer because last Thanksgiving I think my comment was, well, you guys barely know each other.
That was the foundation.
And so everybody else said, oh, it's going to happen pretty soon. Well, then once the Promise House came through, then I thought, yeah, I might lose this bet. But it was before the Promise House. Angie and I had bet $1,000
From a shared bank account.
about a certain time.
It makes a difference, though.
Well, I knew I was going to win because
Yeah.
he goes, well, how much you want to bet? And I'm like, well, I'm winning $1,000.
Yeah.
So
go
after
high.
Jake
love it.
asked me, then I slid hundreds under the door. She says, what are you doing? I said, count them.
Yeah.
And then she figured out, what? Really?
That's so fun. I love it. Yeah. So
Time will tell if Angie splits any of that money with
Yeah.
me. It just made her $1,000.
yeah, what you don't know, Steve, is that Angie actually talked to Jake. Who was like, "Can you ask like now?
I'll give you $200 if you can get it done by Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love it.
Rachel, any final thoughts, final words, anything I left out?
No, it was all perfect and so fun, so great. So excited.
Great. You guys are getting married.
You want to show the ring to the camera? Get up close. Hopefully,
Oh,
everybody see.
sure.
Will it focus on it, Brad?
I mean, it looks huge. My gosh. Yeah,
Um,
everything's looks great on it.
yep. My friend paid for it, so you can thank him.
You're welcome. right.
Cool. Thanks to the Coops for joining. Rachel, thanks for saying yes last night. Thank you all for listening and essentially saying yes with your free time today. Will you listen to me? Answer yes.
Just say yes. If you're out there right now, say yes
To whatever.
to whatever.
You can get $1,000.
Tom, say yes.
Say no to the Iowa State game,
Yeah.
but yes to Cornelius Seed.
Yeah. Planet Profit, boys. Yeah. All right.
This is fun. Brad, thanks for coming over. You got all 3 kids right now. I don't know how you're making this happen.
Shout out to my mom, their grandma. She's over there right now.
Okay.
And I simultaneously, 2 of them are napping. So
Good
big
job.
feet for daddy. So anyway.
Good work.
All right.
We will be back with you guys with a normal episode on Monday. Hope you
Yep.
enjoyed the bonus. And
Love you guys.
we love you guys.
Do you want to say, never mind. Do you want to say I love you to Rachel?
Love you, Tim. Oh, Rachel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Love you too.
Cut.
No!